Relax. Is that time of the week again? Question of the day, question of the week, questions of the week. Could be any number of things. It's been a good week. Let's see what's been going on here. A lot of people talking about the bead roller. That's pretty cool. Getting a lot of responses on the electronics on it, need the fan on it. I'm going to look into that. I'm trying to figure out a way that I can cool it. I noticed that some of them units that you buy did have fans built into them. This one here that I purchased don't have one. So I don't know if it needs a fan. From what I hear from a lot of you guys that are online, you say that I need to put a fan on it. So I'm going to have to rig up something for that. So I greatly appreciate that. It's pretty cool when you're building stuff like this here. You got people coming on, seeing things you're doing, making point out, little things, little changes you can make or something like that. It's pretty cool. And of course, people are constantly giving me ideas on what to do. I started out with 5 modifications. I think I'm up to 7 now. There's always and forever something to be changed on that or something else to add. I'm getting to the point now where I want to get it functional and working, and then I'm going to turn around and get started on some projects here. As you can see here in the background, new additions to the shop. I posted a video over on my other channel, Fitzy's Fab, the flip side on this here, and that's where I'll be covering this one too. I've had this now a couple of years, this ramp. It's an old wheel alignment ramp. Getting a lot of responses over there about what I should do to it. Should I have it mobile, all that type of stuff. This here has to be bolted to the floor. I cannot move this around, and it doesn't matter anyway because there is nowhere else in the shop to put it. This can only go in one place the way I got everything laid out. It's too long to fit in the middle or the farthest bay down. So it's in this bay here. I was going to shorten it up and cut it. It's pretty beefy. There's a lot of work to cut this thing up, to shorten it. The way it's designed and put together, it's pretty tangly. I starts cutting this up and it starts warping when I weld it back together. But I was concerned about coming in through the man door, tripping up in it, or walking around it. And it seems like all that is not an issue. The ramps can come off and be put underneath it. I'm here, I've been working with it here in the shop now all week, walking around it, and I'm getting used to it. It's no different than having a big car here. This would represent a big car. So it's one of those things that I think I'm just going to have to get used to it and leave it like it is. I want to get it functional first and make sure everything's working on it. And then I want to clean it up and paint it and whatever like that. Because once it's in her, it's in her. I need to get this done because I want to put Ben's wagon on it. That way I can get it up. There's work I got to do low on the lower sides of that car that I got to work on. So that's the purpose of this here. And I've always wanted to have a ramp. I'm not getting any younger. It's good to have a ramp in the shop. Number of people have talked about my compressor, about putting it outside, putting it in another room, all that type of stuff. I built this garage. It's built to as big as I can build it here. I can't build onto the garage or, make it bigger because of restrictions. The garage is as big as it can be. I wanted to build a box around it to close it off. People figure it's going to get hot and warm. My plan is to open it up to the outside, up to the attic, and let the temperature rise and go up into the attic, take fresh air from the outside to the filters. I'm just concerned about it now. It's been in that corner now 4 or 5 years, and it was the same in my old shop. I had it next to me. It was pretty well next to me. I don't find it that loud, so it doesn't really bother me when it's going. But the problem I got with it is getting dirty, and it's got an electric motor on it, and it's just a magnet for grinding dust and grinding shavings and stuff like that. So I got to try to see if I can put it in a box of some sort, build a frame around it. Hopefully sometime in the winter I can get at that sooner than later. It's just that I got to get that cabinet off the wall. I'm not concerned about that right yet. I'm trying to get this ramp done, blah, blah, blah. It's all kinds of stuff that got to be done. I'm just got 2 hands and that's it. Some people noticed the 2 sheets of steel that I had brought in the shop. I was moving from one side of the shop to the other. They've been leaning up against that wall there for well over a year now. Someone thinks I got projects coming up. I always have projects coming up. But them 2 sheets of steel came came for sale online. Someone had bought some steel and just never did use it, and they put it for sale. And I snapped it up because at the time the price of steel was going through the roof, and this guy wanted less than what it was when he bought it, and he bought it 2 or 3 years prior to all the metal going up. So it was an amazing deal. So I had to buy it up. He had more, and the other people wanted it. I never got my hands on it. I would have bought the works off him, but I'm always looking for that stuff. I got friends of mine that are always sending me links to stuff online, steel, I-beams, all that type of stuff. And every now and again, I'll go pick up stuff. And other times, people are just contacting me, saying to me, Tony, I got a bunch of steel here. Are you interested in it? I got old shelving here. Are you interested in it? So I gather up a lot of it that way, and that's how I get all the steel that I got. I prefer to use recycled material. A lot of times, the stuff you're making really doesn't have a real value, and I can't justify going out and paying $300, $400, $500 worth of steel to build something. And then the value of the thing is only $100 when it's all said and done. Now, granted, you could say that I got the value of the steel, but up here where I'm to, the price of steel is crazy. Fine example, we used to be able to build car trailers here, complete car trailers now. Back probably 15 years ago or more, you could build a complete car trailer for about $1,200. Yes, all the materials, and all you had to do was weld together. And you had wheels, axles, all that type of stuff. You'd build the whole trailer. And this day and age, forget it. $2,500, $3,000 worth of materials to build a trailer, right? So, I'm looking into getting a trailer some way, shape, or form. Got a few ideas in my head for another project, but that's the problem I got. All I see is a project. I should just go buy stuff. But that's just the way I am. I just prefer to build stuff. I dream up ideas in my head. I have a bunch of projects, small projects I must do here in the winter, and on both channels. The other channel will be covering different things. I got a couple of projects here to do for this channel. 3 cars are going to be here, and I'll be full time on doing them, doing fabrication work on them. So I'll have lots of stuff, but I gotta get this rigged up first. Anyway, I think I'll leave this one here. I hope the tips were good, and until next time. Now to get to work on that. I got one side out. Get that all apart, I suppose.